Rani le oja yore, I don't know when my yual, Madulaga Yunga toilet, I go my gala finger the quay. Rani thon why Madule, I don't know when my yual, Madulaga Yunga toilet, I go my gala finger the quay. Rani thon was Jerun Jalia, Jato, the Dolby. You me the bang well to you wuna leather ye pay Madule. A leather water in the dio, I can go up Walcaton ye. Chup tongue, my young thorn, and I don't know my one more your name when you don't dom them there. Ye doom that you were killed, where I came on and you have a wire, very yam away looking ye. Among my would do the jump on room which are very on the thorn try. When you like Oja Yore, I don't know when my jewel, Madulaga Yunga toilet, I go my galloping reliquary. When you don't like Madule, I don't know when my jewel, Madulaga Yunga toilet, I go my galloping reliquary. And it's on Wajarun Jalia and Jato to Dolby. You me the pang while we told you wuna leather yet pay Madule. A leather water in the dio, I can go up Walcaton ye. Chup tongue, my young thorn, and I don't know my one more your name when you don't dumb them there. Ye doom that you were killed, where young and you have a wire, very yam while up in ye. Among my would do the jump on room which are very young, but on try. Park in a pink tick, a park in a pink tick, a park in a rogel.
I think what I still remember is like a dream, like when our village was burning, they don't care whether any child or any innocent person there, they don't care. And when, just remain pure people and they become tired, they can take you to the building, huge one, everybody inside. When they close the door, then they put the gas. They spray the gas on the building, and they put the fire. So to burn the people in order for they don't want to wasting the bullet.
It was a horrible situation, by the way. One night, Yerul town was attacked. The SPLA were coming on one side, and then the government forces came on the other side, and then there was a fighting here. So we had to run away from town during the night. And then people dispersed in different directions. Some people crossed the Nile, they went to Ethiopia, some went to Kenya, and all those.
They told me that that time my father was being shot. Then my mom handed me to another guy. That person can carry me up to Ethiopia. So the one who ran with me told me that your sister is not here, your brother is not here, anyone who is related to you is not here. I think it was 2 years ago, because 2 years ago I wrote some letters to Red Cross, and I wrote some letters to my uncle when I left in Kenya. Michael was in Nairobi working with NGOs.
I was based in Nairobi, and when in Nairobi, most of our children who are abroad were able to contact me. So I became a link between them and their families. So they asked me about their families. So when I come to Yerul here, I try to trace their families, and then when I go back to Nairobi, I write to them, or we talk through the telephone.
He said, Adeng, I have a good news for you. I said, what? He said, I have a big good news. I said, what happened? He said, you cannot believe it, that I found your parent.
My name, my Changa Kej Madit. This is my place where I live. For the first time, when I called him, is it you, Kirjuk? And he said, yes, that is me. And I recognized his voice. And I asking him, did you recognize my voice? He said, yes, that is you, my chief. That is your brother and my brother. I remember this place. That was 1984. I remember this place.
The people here, they are cattle herders. Traditionally, they move with the seasons. For example, during the weather season, starting from April, you get them in the villages, in the highlands, doing cultivation. And some people also remain in the lowland herding cattle. The land is suitable for cattle because during the dry season, these flat plains are used for grazing, for cattle grazing. So the cattle here get a lot of good grass. And during the dry season also, the communities engage also in fishing, traditional way of fishing. And then also they gather some food, wild food from the forest.
The car is ready outside, so we need to load ourselves.
Sudan and get cover. I keep on commanding all of them. Jabu committing and Lura. Sudan and Laka. Oh, I can find it too. I can have a penny. I'm a man, I can have a penny. That is my mother. I pulled him some Valeria for. I said, low pit day. I can't think they pulled him. This is my big brother. It's called Mangar. Mangar Jayo. You know, do that. The little one here is my sister, Laura. And this one is my niece too. And his mom is died in 1988. This one. He doesn't have a mom. When my father alive, they keep his cattle in this section because everybody here has his place where they can keep their cattle. So this place was belonged to my father when he was alive. That's why now I came to see my father's place.
The Dinka people, they love their cows. For them it is a source of livelihood, and also it is a source of prestige. The main thing they pay cattle for is for dowry. When you marry, people marry here with hundreds of cattle. Last October I conducted my own marriage and I had to pay 90 cows. So yeah, that is the number one thing here. This cattle, this type of cattle we have with these long horns, the Nilotica, is not good in milk production, but it has good meat. And then they produce also little milk, which you use mainly for bringing up the young ones. Even if there is no enough milk for everybody, the young one must get milk. And that's why you see, because they get a lot of calcium, you see the Dinka people are very tall. Yeah, most of them are above 2 meters. If they go to US, they can be good basketball players.
There is not something here you can tell. Like in developments, people in just in the rural areas. So, and I can compare them. These people are real behind. That's what I thought. I'm thinking about them too much. And you can see them, they are real happy in their life. They stay in this place and they didn't know the other world like the United States, its development countries. They were asking me about the United States last night, how people stay there, how the life is there, and I was telling them the life is good over there. And they say, can we go together? And I told them it's too far. We cannot fit in one plane.
Last night, my brother told me I have to buy a bull, which is how do you call it? I have to buy a big bull, so to make a celebration, people can eat. I can still remember what happened because it's like remain in my head like a picture. At night I can dream about it. It's like recycling in my head. It's something that I cannot forget. Our parents, they've been keeping cattle for many years, and nothing happened like what happened. And we begin ask ourselves, what is the real point? Why the Northern Sudan come to shoot our village? So it was a big question, why? Why they kill us?
War, of course, is bad. War is against everything. It can destroy human life. This Antonov bombarded the villages from the air. And then there was a famine also because people were not allowed to cultivate because they were destabilized by the war. There was a famine, so people migrate, they left their land. Another thing also, war retarded development. There are no social amenities, no social services. There's no development going on. Even trade has been interrupted. People lost their cattle, they lost their properties. Families were separated. So we are now going to start from scratch.
People who are living there in the village, they just live there, they don't know what they can do. So that is their place. So even if they die, they will die there. They don't know where to go. Even when I see my sister, I just cried because the life they were, it's not like before. When I left in these countries 10 years ago, it was not like that. The place was green, the fruit were there, and the UN were there. And when I came back right now, there is real totally people change. And I'm thinking, how did they will survive over there for a few days, for a few months, without food? Even there is no enough food they can eat for these days. So I remember a lot. I remember the situation a lot. So I don't know what shall I do.
Peace has to be translated into something tangible because people are hungry. The production this year especially has been very poor. Harvest has been very poor. So peace has to be translated into something that you can see on the table, something like food to be seen as development. Agriculture need to be revived so that people are able to produce their own food because the land is fertile. We can grow a lot of things in this land. People here traditionally grow sorghum and then millet. They can also grow rice because there are a lot of flat plains. Simsim, this one, pear nuts. Sunflower also can be grown here in commercial quantities. Cotton can be grown here. Maize can be grown here. What is lacking only is the technical know-how so that people are able to produce their own food. People have not been able to go to school, so they are still living in a traditional way, which cannot cope with this with the current environmental and technological changes.
I thought that the village was, much better than where we are, but it's worse because people are suffering. No food, no water. When I think back, there is a lot of food in different places, and there is nothing in other places. So a lot of children are suffering now in the village. But when I think back to United States, they put everywhere. So it's sad. I really feel guilty that I'm in better life, but my family are not in better life. So I feel sad and I feel guilty. I wish we should be in one place in the United States, all of us.
Many of our children are out of schools, school-age children. Maybe you can say maybe 10% may be going to school, but 90% of the children are not going to school. They are just in the cattle camp. If you go to the cattle camp, you see them walking there naked. Yeah, because they don't have facilities for schooling. There are no books, there are no school materials. A lot of things are lacking as yet. So that is a major challenge for the government of Southern Sudan, how to bring bring education and other services to these children.
It's good to see the people. That is what I heard. I saw them, and I'm really happy to see them. And even if I leave them now and I go to the United States, I will be happy for them. Because I saw their eyes, I saw their bodies, they're still alive. That is a good thing.
A Dinka person can never get lost. You still maintain your family tree wherever you are. So even for our children who have gone there, I think they will be in touch with home. Because even people here, they are still looking, they are still asking, where is so and so, where is my son, if the parents are still there. Charles and Machiek, I think they have now come back home and they have seen their people. I think that should encourage others also to do the same.